tarda i benvinguts al Camp Nou, que tinguem molt bona temporada a tots i cadascun dels aficionats que som al Camp Nou. Barça Betis, 8:45 al Camp Nou.
Sir, in their first. Okay.
Vale, gracias.
Ciao.
Thank you very much for coming.
Duncan McMath.
Hi, Lucas. Yeah, well, it's an emotional day, of course, after what happened in the Catalan capital last week. Dreadful scenes with the terrorist attack. However, it's also an evening where Barcelona are under intense pressure. They start.
And Lionel Messi ploughing down the right, but no doubt will be given
the ball, especially when Barca need him to start pinging it around the pitch. It's a very different Barcelona team, obviously.
Paulinho's signing hasn't quite been completed fully. He's not allowed to play. And a real tribute there. The two sets of players coming together on the halfway. The Mossos squadra there, who's had a very busy few days, been on television a lot. Now turn to the action on the pitch. Lionel Messi with two new strike partners.
European places for a long stage last season. I think it's the absolute ideal time to play them, and Real Betis should put up a good fight here.
Well, Lionel Messi's just Ivan Rakitic now trying to find his way through what is a heavily manned Real Betis rearguard in these opening moments. Lionel Messi with the second effort for Barca inside the opening 4 minutes, and he may well feel he'll have to really take matters into his own hands today. Paco Alcácer more of a static play.
I was just about to point this out, Lucas. We've got the graphics on the screen now. You can see Leo so famous against Real Madrid and that stunning 6-2 victory at the Santiago Bernabeu that day. Something that potentially muddies that.
Back in behind that line of four, two banks of four,
and now he's back, both in this game and in the Super Copa, playing in his natural role in midfield.
And we've seen him preparing the free kick. Now he'll try and go directly for goal. Players running onto this free kick, being whipped in with that left foot. Oof. Here is Sergio Roberto making his way towards the edge of the area. Betis failed to get the ball clear. Antonio Barragan had it on the left side. The ball floats right up.
I'll tell you what they're doing really well, the Barca players. It's winning possession back the moment they lose it. Very intense. It's the kind of football we saw in the Pep Guardiola years. It's what he really brought to this side. Every time they lost it, they pounce on the opponent and get it straight back, and certainly we've seen a very intense start to this game by Barca.
On the left-hand side of the penalty area, having tried that crafty through ball from the other side. Rakitic also with Messi. It is Lionel Messi, just up and over the bar, had a Dan diving at full stretch.
Well, it looked like it was going a long way over, and it dipped viciously. Watch this. Whoa. Lands on the roof of the net in the end. It's a really good effort from Leo Messi.
He is given the distance to get it up and over the wall. Something of a cliche. And Barca on the attack now. Messi just trying to lay it through. And the shot out of trouble. No foul. Nelson Semedo making the challenge, and now the shot comes in from Messi in 1.5
minutes.
And Lionel Messi.
From a Betis point of view.
Here's the chance for Deulofeu.
I thought he did really well.
They really do look strong defensive.
Las Palmas as well before that dip at the end of the season.
Pressure on the opening day, and by all accounts the Setien effect goes back inside to Busquets. Messi. And now Messi looking for the shot. It's just wide. Perhaps best chance of the game for Lionel Messi in open play.
Thumbs up for Busquets from Leo Messi. It was a lovely 1-2. Well, it was more of a 1-2-3-4 really, as they played their way through the Real Betis team. I saw that one going in, I have to say.
Well, they are up against a player that many consider to be one of the best.
Movement's good. You can see him slotting straight into this Barca side.
No, he certainly can.
But not only did he control it, he flicked it back over the defender. Incredible.
First Betis player, but back to Ter Stegen. Lionel Messi now dropping deep to try and help in the creative side. As you can see there, doesn't have much space to work in. Flicks it outright to Rakitic, back into Messi. Lots of into the corridor of uncertainty, as the cliche goes. And there's, for the third time today, Lionel Messi with the face of concentration. Up and over the wall, off the post and away. Issa Mandi putting the ball behind. Lionel Messi getting closer and closer to the opener.
Well, he certainly is. The last one we saw him put on the roof of the net. This time he strikes the woodwork, and you get the feeling if he gets another one, it's got goal written all over it. Leo right.
And now he's made his way across to that far side to take this corner, left-footed, curling all the way. Busquets into the feet of Lionel Messi, now running directly at the area, lays it out to Deulofeu, and all the way through! And Gerard Deulofeu finds the back of the net, and we have the breakthrough in the 36th minute. It looks like Lionel Messi may have got a touch, but presumptuous from the commentator. Did he get a touch, Duncan?
I think he did. It's a brilliant cross from Deulofeu. Superb 1-2. Deulofeu puts it back in, and pretty sure Messi just guides it into the far corner with a deft touch. But brilliant this from Gerard Deulofeu, unselfish and very aware of where Leo Messi had made that run. This will be the angle that we'll see it for sure. Deulofeu's ball just across, and well, maybe it doesn't get a touch on Leo Messi, maybe it comes off the defender.
He thought that was going to be his first goal in a Real Betis shirt. Mascherano coming in from behind, and now Barca at the other.
Shoot, but it's given Sergio Roberto an opportunity to play in that midfield role, and there's no Suarez.
Enjoying what they're seeing of Semedo in these opening few minutes, opening 40 minutes perhaps now.
For these players to learn when they start at Football Club Barcelona, because it is a different way of playing.
Who have been brought up through the youth ranks, of course, it's ingrained in them. Sergio Roberto now going through. Lionel Messi.
They were creating opportunities. In fact, they created that one-on-one opportunity immediately after the Betis goal, which then went on to. But they'll obviously be very disappointed. And you said earlier, it's a hill to climb. I think you were right the first time. I think it is a mountain to climb. 2-0 at the Camp Nou in the first half against Barca. It's going to be very difficult.
Just beginning to make the odd mistake. Suarez
come in their place, have performed superbly. You have to pick out Gerard Barcelona at Porto, and also at Fiorentina. But then he was signed this summer officially by Betis, and he obviously to include him in the squad. But I think he's another one of those superb signings. Christian Teo, we saw him for a couple of seasons here at the Camp Nou, and fans of the Champions League will have seen him the last couple of seasons as well, for while he's been.
People a reason to cheer once again. And those two goals operating out there with Messi playing as the false nine. Here he is on the ball. He
likes to run with the ball, but from a midfield position maybe, so he's someone that could fit into.
Busquets to bring it under control. Such a calm presence and a very underrated player, Sergio Busquets, although perhaps maybe the last couple of seasons
he would choose to be Sergio Busquets.
That's a good line as Lionel Messi just tries to let them all drop back in numbers, sprinting back to get in possession and get into position. Lionel Messi running at the defence.
Spent most of his career at Real Betis, of course.
And Lionel Messi lining up with another shot, and he's hit the woodwork for the second time in the game. Again, just needed the smallest of openings. Betis giving the ball away there. Camarasa running into Rakitic, it quickly into the feet of Messi. And look at that. Almost out of nothing. So many players wouldn't even see that. There's Lionel Messi's shot. Whip and the curl, but I think he got a bit more whip and curl on it, given it did get a deflection. Maybe if it hadn't, it would have been nestling in that bottom left-hand corner. Just there, off the foot of Aissa Mandi. To the 63rd minute, Barca 2, Real Betis 0. Barca on course.
Really, really good game, and obviously the highlight was that challenge on Sergio Leon. Work to charge up and down that flank, whereas Leo Messi is basically just in one half. He doesn't have to track back so much. However, yeah, it is significant that Leo Messi has only run 6 kilometres. Should be playing in, and maybe it's an opportunity for him to show the Barca players, Barca fans, what he can do in a more attacking role.
Lionel Messi tries to go for that top far corner. It's not far away. Adan again at full stretch. Sent that from right once again to see how Vidal operates in front.
Very young age. 2 seasons ago he kind of started to break through.
Alex Vidal with a chance, tries to go around the keeper. Adan just sticks out the foot and denies the Barca substitute. Great through ball and a good run from Vidal though.
Yeah, it was an excellent run. Shame for him that he couldn't lift it over the goalkeeper.
Almost looked like he thought about it.
Pass, flick from the outside of the boot by Leo Messi. But let me just quickly finish what I was telling you about Semedo. He started
trying to stretch it out of him, along with the club physio. Here's the earliest shot from Lionel Messi that struck the post.
Football Club Barcelona, but haven't come.
Have to wait and see what Ernesto Alcacer moving. You can see him looking for space, trying to find something to offer. The shot comes back again. Lionel Messi has a hat-trick tonight, but it is a hat-trick of shots off what we might say these days the proverbial woodwork. Striking the metal frame of Antonio Adan's goal. Another stunning shot, this time in slow motion.
Well, usually when Leo Messi strikes a ball, it just looks back off the frame of the goal.
Rakitic's corner. Met.
Wow.
By Lionel Messi.
What a header.
Having a frustrating game as we see a replay here of Messi's drive. He's hit the outside, the inside, and now almost dead in the centre of Antonio Adan's various posts. And half to go for Lionel Messi to complete the full set. Oof. And that was very good play from Rakitic, and now he's got it out wide, and this time Messi's on the right flank. Alex Vidal goes inside. Messi's looking for that gap again. It just has the power taken out of it. Deflects off the legs where it hit into the arms of Adan. Messi certainly looks up for it. He fancied their chances of taking something. We saw, admittedly, against a very different type of opposition, Atletico de Madrid come back from 2 goals last night in Montilivi against Girona, but time against Real Betis, I think they can be fairly
I don't think that'll be possible this season for sure, but who knows, in a season or two.
Dennis Suarez trying to make his way. Starts running towards the edge of the area. Lionel Messi looking for that small space again, but he's forced out wide left. Tries to turn it back, and in the end 2 Real Betis defenders required to stop the Barca skipper from getting that cross on. More than once, of course. The transfer speculation, as always, goes on at Camp Nou. Lionel Messi now running once again, weaving one way then the other, and a last-ditch tackle by Aissa Mandi. Happy with the team victory, of course. Given the number of opportunities he's had, there's the tackle. What a superb sliding tackle that is. He just twisted his knee though, Mandy.
It was an excellent challenge. Leo Messi
was FC Barcelona, who take all 3 points in the first game of La Liga Santander for them here at Camp Nou. It finishes FC Barcelona 2, Real Betis 0. An own goal from Alin Tosca, added to the second just a couple of minutes later in that first half by Sergi Roberto. No goals for Lionel Messi. He hit the woodwork on 3 occasions, however. So a good night's work on what has been a very sombre week in the Catalan capital. Barca up and running. Real Betis will have to kickstart their season next week. So as we leave you here from Camp Nou, it's good night from me, Lucas Brown. Good night from Duncan McMath. 2-0 to FC Barcelona.